and Trinity Scott.
And we are here with
Overnight Games.
Today, we are going to be walking you through how to play Toy Story Obstacles and Adventures. This is a cooperative deck building game. Put yourself in the shoes and hat or suit of your favorite Toy Story heroes to jump into 6 fun-filled adventures, each played with your unique collection of cards and the help of courageous friends from all 4 films. Strategize using special items and traits to work together through dangers and keep hazards from putting an end to victorious playtime.
Toy Story Obstacles and Adventures is a 2 to 5 player game, plays in about 45 to 90 minutes, designed by Prospero and Mandell, published by The Op.
Ready to get this party started?
Let's get to it!
Yay! In Toy Story Obstacles and Adventures, there are 6 adventures, each with their own objectives. However, the gameplay is always the same. Play cooperatively as the toys to overcome all of the hazards before the game tokens on the adventure tracker reach the end. The first adventure plays 2 to 4 players, so if you are playing with a 5th player, skip to Adventure 2, which introduces a surprise toy hero. To set up, the board labels where the cards will be placed in specific assigned spaces. The adventure track has 2 sides. Choose the appropriate player count side of the adventure track and place it face up. Place the tokens on the start space. The danger cards are shuffled and placed face down. Players will flip 1 over at the beginning of each turn. The hazard cards will be shuffled and played 1 at a time. Each hazard has an effect. Some will happen each turn, and others will be triggered by dangers or other hazards. For Adventure 1, you will set aside the Escape from Sid card and place it at the bottom of the deck. The Adventure deck is full of resources you can acquire through the imagination tokens you earn with the cards in your player starter deck. These adventure cards have a card type, either friend, item, or trait. Some effects may reference these types. The card effect is what you gain when you play a card, and the value on the bottom right is the number of imagination tokens you must spend to purchase. That leaves our toy heroes. Each player chooses a character and a player board. Each character comes with their own set of starter cards, which are shuffled and placed face down on the left of the board. Place a health tracker token on the top of the player board at full health, which is a 10. As your toy is affected by dangers or hazards, you will move this token further down the health chart. Once your health token is placed, you will draw 5 cards and place them face up in front of you. All 5 cards will be played during your turn and may be played in any order. To start the game, the first player reveals a danger card. Dangers have a variety of damaging effects. 1 at a time, reveal and resolve dangers, then place the cards in the discard pile beside the stack. If the danger cards run out, shuffle the resolved cards to form a new stack. Step 2, you must resolve the hazard effects. Step 3, play your adventure cards and take actions. Play the cards to gain resources. Keep in mind, these insight and imagination tokens must be used during your turn and will be discarded when your turn is over. First, you assign the insight tokens to the hazards. When enough tokens have met the hazard requirement, the hazard is overcome. you immediately gain the reward listed and the hazard is discarded. A new hazard will be drawn after your turn, and these insight tokens are removed from the board. Finally, you will use your imagination tokens to acquire new cards. The 6 face-up adventure cards are available, and you may purchase as many cards as you can afford. Newly acquired cards are placed in your discard pile. Step 4. At the end of your turn, you will refill your adventure cards in front of you. If your draw pile is depleted, shuffle your discard pile and place them in the draw pile. Discard your remaining insight and imagination tokens. Your turn is now over. Gameplay continues clockwise with each toy taking the same 4 steps on their turn. The next hazard card is then flipped over and prepared for the next player to overcome. The end of the game. The game can end in one of 2 ways. You win! The toys have overcome all of the hazards. You are ready to move on to the next adventure. Or you lose. You lose if the adventure tracker makes it all the way to the end before you conquer the hazards. Reset the game to its starting configuration and try again. Special note on the adventure track. Your adventure track token will move along the track when triggered by certain dangers or hazards, or when a toy runs out of health. When a toy loses all of its health, you are shelved, and the following occurs. You cannot lose or gain any more health this turn. Discard any inspiration or imagination tokens saved on your board from another toy's turn. Discard half of the cards in your hand. If a card has an effect generated by being discarded, you do still get that effect. Advance the token 1 space along the adventure track. If it is your turn, you may still play cards and take actions with whatever you may have remaining after being shelved. At the end of the active toy's turn, you have been repaired. Reset your toy's health to its maximum value. Thanks everyone for watching the video. I hope you were able to follow along and that you will go out to your local game store and order your copy today.
If you liked the video, please like and subscribe down below. And if you have any questions or comments, please post those as well.
Find us on Facebook and Instagram at Overnight Games.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye.